Mr. Brock, you have the floor for 5 minutes, please.
Thank you, Chair. Ms. O'Gorman, although you have not been sworn or affirmed to tell the truth, there is a presumption that any witness who appears at committee will tell the truth. And I'll state at the outset that I have heard your evidence on multiple occasions, and you, ma'am, have a serious deficit when it comes to credibility and integrity.
Point of order. Chair.
Now, nothing he has said is out of bounds. You know I watch for language, and the member is pressing hard, as he has the right to do. You might not like it, but this is these serious allegations, and we're not hearing a lot of answers today from the CBSA. It seems that no one was in charge. So, Mr. Brock, you have the floor. I stop the clock. I'll resume it right now.
Ms. O'Gorman, in relation to a question put to you by my Liberal colleagues, you said, who picked GC Strategies is still an unknown entity for well over a year, is just hanging in the air. I guess you forgot about ATIP request number A-2022-27196, which asked for summary request records from November 1st to November 16th of notes, emails, and texts sent or received by Aaron O'Gorman, Ted Gallivan, Jonathan Moore, and Kelly Belanger related to either the ArriveCan app or their November 14th, 2022 appearance at Government Operations Committee, including any discussions following the meeting. Based on that response, you as President and Vice Presidents Min Doan and Kelly Belanger approved a briefing preparatory package that provides, wait for it, a direct response to the question, who chose GC Strategies for ArriveCan? And lo and behold, on Annex A of the ATIP, as supplied by someone in your department, presumably you, who made the decision to contract GC Strategies? My office made the decision to pursue the contract with GC Strategies. The two proposals for the work were presented to the CIO and President, and the decision was made to proceed with GC Strategies as their proposal and approach aligned with what the CBSA was looking for, particularly rapid staff augmentation. The Deloitte proposal was a managed service using their cloud instance. This would have involved additional risk and did not align with our direction to build cloud mob competencies within the agency. Why are you lying to committee?
Just 1 second. Mr. Brock, you were very good there. You and others know I do not condone that language, nor do we condone that in the House. I would ask all members to direct tough questions at the witnesses and to use parliamentary language, even though that not every person at this table is a parliamentarian. Ms. Gorman, you have the floor, and I apologize for that. Over to you, please.
Thank you, because I would like to confirm the allegations are not against me. This is not the first time that I have been accused of that. I have told the truth, and I continue to tell the truth. And so I'm not sure what document you're referencing. I don't know that it was approved by me. And the reference to my office, I wasn't in the position when GC Strategies was...
Former President, Mr. John Osowski. You can't escape liability and responsibility, ma'am. This is a document that was supplied by the CBSA in relation to an ATIP. Did you or anyone in your office share the results with the Auditor General as to who picked GC Strategies?
So I would have to look at that document to understand what it is in reference to.
Perhaps you lost this document as well, just like the rest of the documents.
We released it under ATIP, and I don't know who the MI is that you're referencing there. I wasn't at CBSA when the decision was taken about GC Strategies.
I'm going to move on because the record is clear, the documentation is clear, so let's end this charade as to who picked GC Strategies. It was John Osowski in the role of the former president and Min Doan. It had nothing to do with Mr. McDonald or Mr. Utano. I know you'd like to blame them because they cast blame on you and were pointing fingers. But this net of suspicion is much larger than the two individuals.
Mr. Brock, just 1 sec, please. Yes.
Yeah, Chair, this is not a court of law. This is not, we are not investigating individuals.
This is a parliamentary committee. Mr. Brock's questions are direct, but certainly within the bounds of acceptable questions. I'm going to turn things over to Mr. Brock. I'm starting the clock again. You have about a minute and 15 seconds.
Your reports to the RCMP about potential criminality only relates to Mr. McDonald and Mr. Utano. Is that correct?
That's not correct, and it is not correct
Who
to
else?
say.
Who else, ma'am?
Mr.
Who
Chair,
else?
may
This is
I
my
make-
time, Ms. O'Gorman. This is my time. Who else did you identify to the RCMP besides McDonald and Utano?
Chair, point of order. Does that not compromise RCMP investigations?
No, it does not.
No, I don't think, Ms. O'Gorman is here to answer questions, and
This-
she will do so.
This is out of bounds.
It is not out of bounds. These are committee questions, and we have great latitude to ask questions on Parliament Hill, and witnesses will answer the questions to the best of their ability. Ms. O'Gorman, you have the floor, please.
Blame anything on me, and
Lying, ma'am.
he did
That
not
committee.
say that.
Yes, he
That
did.
is not true.
He did.
The question was put to him whether a series of individuals he felt were being honest. And to my name, he said, I wouldn't think so. I don't know what he was referring to. He provided no more
Okay,
information.
so now can you
He
answer
did
my
not say
question?
that.
Who else did you identify?
So I did not identify
Ma'am?
anybody to the RCMP. The CBSA received allegations from Bottler that were serious enough
You told
for
me earlier at committee
to
that you
launch-
referred the matter to the RCMP.
I'm answering the question.
You
I'm
told
answering
me
your
earlier
question.
at committee, man, this is my time. You told committee earlier that you referred the matter to the RCMP. Did you simply furnish the Bottler allegation to the RCMP, or did you ask the RCMP to investigate Mr. McDonald and Mr. Utano
Thank you,
at the
Mr. Brock.
exclusion of anybody
We will hear
else?
from Mrs. O'Gorman, please. You have the floor for a brief answer.
So I launched an internal investigation, and the investigators provided that information to the RCMP.